All right, welcome back to the D&D show. I am your host, Drew, back with my co-host, Dre. We are back to review match week 5 of the Premier League. But before we go any further, how's it been going, bro? How's life
Blessed
this
and
week?
highly favored, man. Blessed and highly favored, as per usual. Y'all might know that by now. Everything's good, man. Work's good. Baby's good, even though she got some shots today. Um, family's good, and we're gonna see a lot of family this weekend, so looking forward to that. Um,
Awesome.
what's up with you, Drew?
Good. Hey, things are good. Career's still moving along, trying to figure that out. But boxing's been good. I've been training super hard. I've been plenty of time to train. I got
Yeah,
down to 135, so I'm 5 pounds away from making weight, so that's great. Um,
135.
yeah. So what else? What else? I did watch a movie. F1 was awesome. You should definitely watch that movie if you haven't
Have
seen it.
fun.
F1 movie, and I saw that. That was great.
Is
I
that
did see a
Formula One? Is that racing?
yeah. That's the Brad Pitt joint.
Okay.
Um, yeah, it's joint. Is it Brad Pitt or the other one? I think it's Brad Pitt. Yeah. But yeah, that was a good movie. And I did see another movie. I can't remember if I'm about to watch Fantastic Four tonight. But
Okay. Pedro
yeah, there's a
Pascal,
lot.
right?
Yeah, Pedro Pascal. Yep, Pedro Pascal. He's
Look at
great.
look at me knowing some actors. Look at me.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, and also my birds, obviously. Epic win this past weekend. Crazy game. Shout out to Tito for keeping me sane and level-headed because I was losing my, you know what, watching that game. Even though I did make promise that I would give him 3 years after winning the Super Bowl. That's my rule. You get 3 years, do whatever you want. But I
Yeah.
lost my crap today.
Yeah, that
I
first
mean, not
half
today,
was
during that
that
game.
first half was rough, bro. That's all it was. First half
We're
just
doing it to ourselves. That's
yeah.
why I'm mad. It's not like, but it is what it is. Very, very confident in my team and very happy for my birds. And the Lakers about to start the season's coming up soon. So basketball about to begin. We'll get into some basketball pods soon too.
Oh yeah, that's
So
less than a month away, man. I didn't realize how close it was.
yeah, yeah. So we'll do basketball too soon. So
Cool.
switch it up a little bit during the Premier League season too. All right. All right, so let's you want to do your game first or yeah, why not? Well, actually, matter of fact,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do nah, yeah, we'll do your game first. We'll do your game first. That's fine.
Huh.
We'll do it.
All right. Yeah, not too excited to talk about Chelsea this week. If you watch the game, you will see that our goalkeeper came out and made a challenge and got an early red card. And that normally means we're doomed. Not gonna lie. Uh, I will say that I've had
Start
some.
from the top. Who y'all play?
We played Manchester United.
Hmm.
So I will say that um, I've gotten so much confidence with this coach right now. Like I don't think anyone thinks that he should go. Like he's been fine. Like we just had a couple games where we're like, okay, our team's not as deep as we think it is. Like we got the players, we got the numbers, but like they don't come in and perform anywhere near like the starters. So it's like there's a difference between like having a deep team with just a lot of players because everybody talks about us spending a lot of money and we got a lot of players, but the quality of those players, like it's not that great yet. Like they still got work to do. Um, so but with that being said, like I gotta say, like I've gotten so confident with the way Chelsea have been playing lately that even when we went down to 10 men, I still think we had a chance to at least get a point or even win the game because it was Man United. And you know how Man United's been the last couple.
Hmm.
They haven't been impressive. So in my head, I'm like crazy to think it, but I'm like, we still got a chance to get something out of this game. They scored on a free kick pretty shortly after we got the player sent off. Um, what I will say is I don't remember his performance too much in that game, Jurgensen, but my goodness, he just played in a cup game for us. Jurgensen, who's our basically second goalkeeper, and he was terrible in that game. Like I was terrified. I don't know if it was a confidence thing because he hasn't played in a while, but bro looked awful. So if he's got to play the next couple games because Sanchez got a red card, we might be in a little bit of trouble. But sorry, I get sidetracked.
Yeah, I mean that's right on
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
Ain't
So
nothing
sorry,
sidetracked about that.
yeah. Sorry, I got sidetracked. But anyway, like going into that game, I will give a little bit of criticism to Enzo, um, because I think when he made his subs, he subbed off both of our wingers. Uh,
Yeah, he had to.
yeah, yeah, I
And
get
that
it.
was I had a note about that.
Yeah,
That stuff I was taken out because of what the keeper did.
yeah, exactly, exactly. So he had to take off a creative player, which you almost always have to do. But I think the problem is like we didn't leave enough pace to have a threat to get in behind Man United early on, and I think it really hurt us like throughout the game to where it's like, okay, we could finally win the ball back, but we don't have anybody that can just straight up just go and get us an attack. So I think that's the only thing you can really say to Enzo is that okay, the subs could have been better this game, but at the end of the day, like whenever a player gets a red card, they pretty much set their team up for failure, and
Right.
you're kind of lucky if you get away with that because it doesn't seem like a huge advantage because there's a lot of players out there, but it's a big advantage and it's hard to keep the ball because you just got one less player to pass it to in every situation.
So why Cole Palmer as
Why
well?
why off?
Why?
I think the biggest reason for that, and you'll see coaches doing this a lot, like and you've seen Pep do it in the past as well. Like if y'all go down to 10 men, De Bruyne will come off. And it's a legs issue. So it's like you don't want your most creative player having to do all that running. Like you want them creating for the most part. Like you want them to take the ball and do something with it. In that game, Enzo knew that going down to the amount of players that we had, like it wasn't going to be a game where Cole Palmer just got the ball and was able to dictate play. He was going to be doing a lot of running, a lot of defending. And on top of that, he is dealing with an injury. So
Oh,
there was
okay.
absolutely no reason to keep him in that game if we didn't think we were going to win it. And with the subs that he made, I don't think he I don't think he thought about it like, oh yeah, we're definitely going to win this game and I can keep my attacking players in. I think he was like, we're going to try to play this for a draw. So we're going to go defensive and maybe
Okay.
score off like a set piece or something like that. But I think he just made one or two mistakes in those subs where he could have left an attacking player on that could just create a chance for us.
So what would you have done?
So I would have just Neto's the go-to in this situation, and I hate that we run him into the ground. But I would have left Pedro Neto on as long as possible, because even if his crosses aren't accurate all the time, he is a constant threat and can literally run himself into the ground. So he will defend for you if he needs to, and then when he gets the ball, he's just got the pace to just run past people. So all we got to do is get him matched up with like one of their slower defenders, and he can create something out of nothing for us, even with us being a man down. So that would have been my biggest thing. Keep him on. Esteval, I get taking him off because he's young, and it's a bad game to have him in there because he could just make a mistake and it can just hurt his confidence. So I get taking him off. But I think Pedro Neto, he's a mature player. Like he should have just been in the game longer, probably the whole game, because at any point in the game, like on a break, he can make something happen for us. Um, I also think a couple players just like gotta get back to form. Like Enzo Fernandez, for example. I still don't really know what his best role is for the team, but he's kind of like playing like as an attacking midfielder because he's constantly like running into the box, trying to get on the end of crosses and everything. But he's just had a mistake in him lately, and it's been annoying. Like our goal that we conceded in the cup game, it was him just playing a lazy pass back to a defender and leaving the defender in a bad position. So I don't know. I almost think his role is just like too complex and it just needs to be simplified so he can just go out there and ball out. Um, but yeah, it's a poor performance. I give Man United credit. Like they took advantage of us being a man down. Um, I could say with a lot of confidence that if we didn't give up that red card, if Sanchez would have just let that goal go by, I think we would have at least drawn, maybe even won that game. Like it was early in the game. Like you can't make rash tackles like that early in the game and give up a red card and just put your team in danger. So, uh, like we're in a bad set of form. Like we got a draw the week before this, and we got a loss this week, and then we went down to like a third division team. We ended up winning that game, but we've had a couple like questionable results, but I'm not questioning the coach. I don't think anyone really is. I just think he needs some time to get those fringe players like gelled into like what he expects them to do when they come on. Like we got a couple new players in there that just aren't quite ready. They aren't quite up to the level. And you're a, I think if you're an honest Chelsea fan, you can see that it took us a while to get to playing to this level. So you can't expect the new players to come in and hit the ground running. So I think as a Chelsea fan, you just got to be a little patient. And that sucks to say because when we started this season, I think well, after we won the Club World Cup, like we would have gone into this season thinking like, why not us? You know what I mean? Like, why
Right.
can't we compete with Arsenal, Liverpool, and Man
Mhm.
City? Like, why not?
Mhm.
You know? And I still think we can, but I think the first couple games of this season definitely put us in a period where we're like, okay, like, did we make the wrong signings or do we just really need to give them time to settle in? And I think they just need time to settle in. But hopefully the cup matches and stuff like that will be where they settle in and we can actually get them to be positive performance in the Premier League.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Chelsea lost 2-1 to Man United. They took advantage of us playing with 10 men. I will say that the pass to Mbuemo that ended up getting Sanchez sent off was great. I have to research and see who played it. Like, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was Bruno, but it was one of those passes that was just like, okay, I'm gonna put this in an area and it's just gonna be dangerous. And
Right.
it was very dangerous and Sanchez made a bad decision and that was it. So that was it. So yeah, props to Man United. They got it done. Um, but we'll get them next time around. I ain't worried about
Yeah, I'm not giving no props or credit, so but I'm glad
it.
you are.
That's y'all. That's y'all rival, bro. That's y'all rival.
I guess you can call it a rivalry. Oh, that's it? All right.
That's
All
it
right.
for me, man.
All
Not.
right. All right. We'll get to the big game of the week. Arsenal versus Man City.
Hmm.
Uh, Let me just kind of set the table here. So to start the game out, the lineup wise, we had Kusanov out there, we had Vadio, we had Diaz, and we had who else we had? Who was the other? O'Reilly. So we had O'Reilly, Nico O'Reilly out there.
Oh.
So
Oh.
at our back line. Right. So so to start the game off, um Arsenal's kind of dominating the ball. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. They're kind of dominating the ball. Then, like 8 minutes in, we catch them on the counter, and I think it's Tajani ends up with the ball, and he's driving down, and he finds Holland blowing by everybody. You can see the speed and athleticism. No one can catch him. But the minute he gets off, I think Holland actually finds him first, and then he takes off, and then Tajani
Yep.
finds him, and then Holland just kind of passes it. I said before he doesn't have a right foot. He really doesn't, but he was able to kind of pass the ball on the ground past the keeper with his right foot, which was beautiful. So his right foot's good enough to score goals. So obviously,
Hmm.
and does a great job there. So we go up 1-0, but I was concerned at the beginning of the game because we were just giving up possession and not trying to get it back. I will say another thing from the start, I should have mentioned from the beginning. For whatever reason, we had Foden and we had Silver swapping spots. So we had basically Silver playing inside, and we had Foden out on the wing. I don't know why that was. Like everything was good the last game. Why would we change this thing? So it's the things that Pep does sometimes. It just doesn't make any sense. Phil needs to be in the middle of the ball, in the middle of the pitch because he needs to be a part of the action. like all the time. He needs to be a part of it. I don't like putting him out in the corner. He's gonna if you watch the game, he started drifting in anyway, so he's not gonna listen to you anyway. So just put him where he's supposed to be in the middle of the field. I don't. Pep gets on my nerves with the just randomly doing stuff that doesn't seem there's any rhyme or reason. I know we're not seeing the practices and all that, but it doesn't make any sense to me to some of the decisions he makes.
Hmm.
But whatever. We also decided this game that we're just going to give up possession and we're going to let them play with the ball. And we're going to play this defensive, try to keep the league, play not to lose crap. We're not that team. I know that we need to be that team in certain games, and over the season, there's going to be games where you need to protect the lead and all that. But that's something you do at the very end of the game, not 50, 60 minutes into the game. You don't start playing that way, or even starting from the beginning of the game before halftime, we were just giving up possession. So I just don't understand. Like at halftime, we had 33% possession. Okay, like that doesn't make any sense. We don't play that way. That's not that. It doesn't make any sense for us to play that way. We don't have the team to kind of play that way. Our best defense is catching people on offsides. That's what we love to do, and then Diaz kind of saves people here and there. And then but Kusanov, I will say, was playing great from the beginning of the game. He's super fast. He's going to be a mainstay on our team for a while because he's really really good defensively. He reminds me of Ake when Ake first started
Hmm.
playing for us. So we give up that goal. Oh, we scored our goal, and we basically after halftime, Nunez it comes in for Kusanov again. 46 minutes. I don't know why. Like, why are we doing this? There's no reason why he did that. He just did it because he wants to. Whatever. Saka comes in for Madueke, and then Eze comes in. And I'm scared. The minute I see Eze, I'm like, okay. We're giving up possession. We're letting them have the ball, and we're giving these attacking players these opportunities. Of course, the minute they come in, they're making plays. Eze gets a shot that gets blocked. He could if he would put it anywhere else, he would have scored. Uh, Declan Rice has a corner, but Rice's corner turns into basically a turnover, and Doku gets a nice little run, and then he finds. But the problem is, he gets it when Foden gets it to Haaland. Haaland has, or not Foden. When Doku gets it to Haaland, Haaland has Foden for a goal and just shoots the ball. Like completely just ignores Foden for an easy cross tap in. The guy playing the center back position had no idea that Foden was behind him. There's no way he knew. But Foden is literally wide open, waving his hands, and Haaland just shoots the ball.
Yeah.
And right at the goal, he had no angle to make a shot or score on that play, but he had an easy pass to Foden, and that's a huge mistake based off of the way this game ends.
Yeah.
Opportunity to score a goal there, completely blew it. Haaland just left. I mean, I don't know, whatever it is. Haaland's not a selfish player. I think he just straight up just didn't see him.
Yeah,
Um,
that's hopefully he didn't see him because that was an easy goal opportunity for sure. You're right.
mhm.
I remember it.
So, yep. So I completely, obviously, I hate the way we're playing the entire game. We're just giving up. We're basically playing them not to lose. Then
Hmm.
Pep loses it again and takes out Foden for Ake. So now I'm just completely losing my mind now. I'm like, what is happening? Like, what are we doing? Are we afraid of Arsenal? It's like we play like we are afraid of them.
Yeah.
And then my worst fear comes in. Martinelli, I love Martinelli. Martinelli comes in. I'm like, oh no. So I'm like, oh no. So we basically, at by the 80-minute mark of the game, there was a note they brought this up in the when they watching the game. They had 37 touches in our box,
Hmm.
and we had 5
Yep.
in their box.
Yeah.
So another play happens where around the 81-minute mark, Doku blows by a defender after a great run. Holland, it's like if Holland and this is after Holland gets taken out too. If Holland was in the game, that would have been a goal too. But Doku had nowhere to shoot past the ball. He
Yeah.
basically just passed it past the goalie, and there's nobody there.
Yeah.
Silva's trailing behind like 10 feet behind on the play because he's old and he's 31 years old. Like, why is Silver out there? And well, like, what is it? It doesn't make any sense, these decisions. It's just like, but when you've won as much as Pep, you can just do whatever, and no one's gonna ever, question or fans are gonna question you, but no one from management's ever gonna question you because you've been winning. And so, of course, I mean, I'm about to end it right now. Of course, Martinelli ends up scoring. And of course, it's a beautiful ball by another player that I love, Eze. Beautiful, like through over the top ball. And then our goalie gets caught out of position. I don't know why he's out of his goal in that situation. I think it was I think it was a counter. I think we might have gave up the ball, and that's why it might have been a counter. That's why he was out of his goal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Martinelli basically just kicks it over him.
Mobs him, yeah.
And it's yep. And then yeah, and then they score and we end up giving up that point. And that point, I think it was like the 92nd minute. It was like 2 minutes into the stoppage time or whatever, 3 minutes into stoppage time. So literally, Pep's gonna say it worked the whole game, and I will argue with Pep that it didn't work. We were getting dominated the whole game. This wasn't. If you look at this game, they beat on us. Like we did not play. They outplayed us the whole game. They were just down for no explicable reason, just because of something happened in the beginning of the game.
Because of one counterattack. They literally, funny enough, they literally. Okay, so they basically did what y'all used to do to teams. Absolutely dominate the game, and the only chance that y'all gave people is a counterattack.
Right.
Y'all, this game, I gotta say it, looked like ManCity versus like a Burnley. That's what this game looked like. It was that bad. It was that bad. Like, and I was so surprised at the subs that Pep made because you're right. He made defensive subs. Every sub was like defensive, basically. Like, hey, we got the lead. We're not gonna get the ball. Like, we calling it a day. And I don't know. I think it's surprising because it's like it's not like y'all don't have really good midfielders. Y'all got Rodri back. Y'all got Reinders. You got Foden. So it's like I feel like y'all can play a possession game, but I honestly think that like he's like, yeah, we can't really compete with Arsenal, which to me is shocking because Arsenal, as good as they are as a team, like they're so hard to score against. That's like the biggest thing about them. They're so hard to score against because they got great defenders. But like they don't score a lot of open play goals. Like they score mostly corners. So it's like if you go press them, like I don't think they're gonna play out of that press and like go and score goals on you because you're Man City. Like
Not yet, not yet. When Eze gets cooking with them, they're gonna
yeah,
start.
it might be a little different. Yeah, then it
It's
might
gonna
be.
be a little different when Saka and Eze and
Yeah,
Martinelli starts getting in the groove. That they're gonna be a. So this was our chance to get them early. You know, say get them early. We had a chance to get them early, and
yeah,
that I will say that play that Holland made that lost us the game. That even though he put us up,
yeah,
so it's kind of hard. He's the one that put us up.
yeah,
That missed clear goal that we would have had if he would have just passed the ball, crossed the ball,
yeah.
Foden, that we would have won the game. It would have been 2-0. And then
Yeah,
we could have played our defensive nonsense
yeah,
the rest of the game.
because the way y'all were playing, like y'all weren't gonna create a lot because y'all didn't even have the ball. So y'all needed
Yeah.
those two opportunities to count for sure. For
Yeah.
sure, for sure, for sure. But
Play
yeah,
with a back five for 70 minutes of the game. Like
yeah.
what? What are we doing?
A back five for
It's
Man
not.
City is insane.
We're not that team.
Never thought I'd see the day, bro. Never thought I'd see the day.
So I hope that Pep learns from this and we don't do this, going forward against anybody. I don't care who we play. We can play with anybody. We have the team. That I didn't see any reason why the decisions he made in that game. It didn't make any sense to me. Um, Maybe I need to listen to the post game and his press conferences to figure out what the thought process was because I know someone's going to ask him about why we played like that. Um,
Yeah,
but
yeah. I mean, he's not. I mean, it's just gonna be an interesting response because he could go around and say, "Yeah, Arsenal just wouldn't let us get the ball." But at the end of the day, it's like you said, you press up and then you play to offside, like, and you risk it, and you're just like, all right, try to beat this offside trap, and if they don't beat it, then you get the ball back because it's offside.
I mean
But
that's how we play.
he never,
So
but he never wanted to do that this game, and I don't know why that was the case. I don't know what intimidated him to the point where he didn't feel like he can do it. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I just think that that early goal hurt us. I think because even though at the beginning of the game we were still giving up possession,
Oh yeah,
but
y'all were getting cooked.
but
Y'all were getting cooked
but
before that goal went in, bro.
yeah, before that goal, but I think that goal made it like Fred's like, all right, we got the goal, so let's. I think he just the minute that happened, he got comfortable. He's like, you know what? Let's just play not to lose.
Yeah.
And playing not to lose is not the way to play any sport really. You can see that in football, teams playing with the lead. You could say the Rams did that against us, playing not to lose. Um, and if they would have went for some of those fourth downs and scored some touchdowns, we wouldn't have had a chance to come back in that game. You got to play aggressively,
Oh yeah,
especially if you have the team. You
The
know.
Bucks almost lost doing that nonsense.
Hmm.
They
Yep.
keep kicking field goals, and it was going for instead of going for four touchdowns. I
So
know you saw the
mhm.
getting off track, but I know you saw the Jets coach dancing down the sideline.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I watch I rewatch the games. You know what I'm saying? Like the condensed. I watch it. So I watch it, and obviously we're playing Tampa so this week. So
Mm.
I had to break down the tape, see what's going on.
Mm.
I'm very confident from what I saw on tape. I'm very, very confident that this game is going to be a lot different than last year's. I'm very, very confident, and after watching the tape, I don't know if they're going to do what they did against the Jets against us, but if they do the same stuff that they did against a lot of corner blitzes, we got something for that this year. We're not the same team that we were um, years ago when we couldn't handle the blitz. So
Okay.
we'll see what Todd Bowles, and he's a former Eagles. I think he was a defensive coordinator or something like that for
Yeah.
us.
He be
I'm a big fan of Todd Bowles,
he
but
be sending
eh,
people though. He does. He
yeah,
does be
he
sending.
blitzes a lot. He blitzes a lot. I tell you, if he does what he does, we're going to get there's going to some big plays. They're going to give us some big plays. So
Hopefully the AJ Brown for
oh
my
yeah,
fantasy team.
it'll be AJ and Devontae going to eat
Indeed.
this game. They're going to eat this game for sure. Um, and Baker's been really reckless. So I love Baker. He's a great player, but he's reckless.
He's
Um,
I think he's gonna have a rough game because I mean, well, he
nah,
usually figures it out, but there's no Mike Evans.
he's not gonna have a nah because they got Godwin coming back and they have this dude
Godwin's coming
Emeka.
back this week. Godwin's
Yeah,
back this
God.
week.
Yeah, Godwin's back. This
Oh, yeah,
I
he's
got,
set. He's set.
I got Godwin.
He's set
I
then.
have Godwin, and Sterling Shepard looked good last week.
Yeah,
So they
yeah.
they they gotta they got they're not gonna struggle
You
against us
we get
passing the ball.
you see the one-handed catch from Egbuka last week.
Yeah, you know,
Oh
no, but
wait,
he had
no.
another one too. That one hand was
Oh
nasty too. But the one at
me,
the end of the
bro.
game to basically get them in field goal possession,
That was nice
it was like a
too.
20-yard one, a
Yeah,
21. That game was like wow. Like he's gonna be a player, man.
yeah.
He's gonna be a heck of a player.
He's crazy, bro.
From what
He's
I saw,
crazy.
he's like another Mike Evans. He's
He's
just
he's
like big,
stupid, bro.
tall dude, long.
Yeah,
So
he
yeah,
just he looks quicker though. You know, it's like he's got a
yeah, he's
little
like a
more
quicker,
speed
yeah,
in him. Yeah,
yeah. Mike
crazy.
Evans is a lot bigger, a lot stockier.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, he got old man bones, old man strength, I should say. So yeah.
yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, we gave up 2 points basically.
Hmm.
We got dominated. We didn't even deserve a point, but we got a point. Um,
Yeah.
Pep's got to change up our style. We can't play like that. The next time we play them, they're going to be a lot better. So
How much possession did y'all end with? Because I think if
32.
you, okay, so yeah, I think if you go back and look at this game and took away the teams, like, and just say, hey, what team do you think played on the left side and what team do you played on the right side? I think if you
Yeah,
looked at Man City stats, you would have been like, oh, okay, Arsenal got a draw against Burnley. Arsenal got a draw against Southampton. Arsenal got a draw against Leicester City. Two of those teams I named are in the championship. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say about that game. Because like I
11 to
will,
1 corners.
yeah, I'm
Like we're
telling you,
giving up corners to Arsenal. Like they
like
only can score on
that's
set
all
pieces.
they
What are we
score
doing?
on.
Like why would we? The one thing that they do is just giving that up. What is
Yeah,
the? And we
man.
had players kicking the ball out of bounds and just giving up. Like I'd rather you not even kick it out of bounds. Make them score in the open play. Like,
Yeah.
so
I don't
There's
know.
a lot of
I,
mistakes by a lot of decisions made
I
in that
think
game
y'all
that
are
I need to
I
look
think
at.
y'all are due for like another one of Pep's tweaks soon, man. Like where something's just gonna be completely different in response to this game. So I'm looking forward to
I just hope.
seeing what that is because that last performance was it just wasn't good. And this is y'all didn't even lose. Y'all got a draw. Like our
Mhm.
performance wasn't great, but it was mainly due to a red card. But that Man City performance, I was like, I don't know what's going on, bro. Y'all
I will say
can't even get the ball.
I need to watch the game today. I don't know what I don't even know who we play. We might not have played all our guys because it was a League Cup game, I think.
Yeah. Playing
So
against a no-name team.
yeah, but I think that Pep's just banking on Holland to save us. Yeah,
Yeah,
but I don't think we have to play like that. I think we have the players. It is what it is. I think Savino's gonna have to start playing on that right wing. Because Silva, you just can't. Silva can't play every game. Like you got to rest this man. He's an older man, and he's like he plays with his head cut off. I mean, he was in that game. He was going crazy. He was fighting with everybody. Like I love him. He's
dude is a
antagonizing.
hothead for sure.
Yes, yeah. I love his edge. He's got because he's just when you're small, you have to have an edge.
Yeah.
Because you've been people have been trying to push you and bully you around.
Short man
So,
syndrome. Yeah.
yep. So anyway, so we're just gonna do our two games this week on this pod. It was a good Premier League weekend for sure. So,
Mhm.
um, but that's all we're gonna cover this week.
Liverpool's still undefeated, bro. I guess that's the last thing,
Mhm.
which is ridiculous. Like, not even
I'm
just
not
undefeated, like they still haven't lost a game, is what I should say. Because undefeated could
yeah.
be a draw. Like they haven't lost five
Well,
5 weeks in, and all of them have been like,
well,
late winners. I will say too. So I'm like, I don't.
no, I mean they've won every game. They haven't drawn. So,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
oh,
yeah. So
yeah.
I'm like, they are undefeated, but that doesn't tell the whole story because they could have had a draw, you know? So like
Oh, right,
they
right, right,
haven't
right.
they won every game is what I need to say because it's soccer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're gonna come back to the pack. I'm confident in that. I don't. There's nothing from what I've seen from them that makes me think that they're unbeatable. I need to go
Yeah,
through their games to see who they played though, because
they're
maybe I'm tripping.
well,
But
they're winning games in like stoppage time. You know what I mean? And that to me tells me like, okay, like
hmm
people just ain't holding on to like their draw. You know what I mean? Like they're getting late goals and winning some of these games. Like against Arsenal, for example. Arsenal locked them up. They couldn't score the whole game. Soboslai scored a free kick late in the game. And that was the first goal Arsenal conceded all year. Arsenal have only conceded 2 goals the whole year, by the way.
right, yep.
One against y'all and one free kick.
Yeah,
Like
maybe that's a reason why Pep
it's
was changed. Maybe he was just trying to bait them into scoring on counters. Maybe it just didn't
probably,
seem like
bro.
that's not really a strategy. To me, that's not a strategy. You're just playing for a draw and hoping
Yeah,
for a counter because the counters are not. There's nothing given about a counter.
it's
It's
not.
it's it's situational. There's nothing you could predict about countering
Yeah,
unless you could predict the way that their back line is going to play it. Which 5 games in, is there even going to be any tendencies that you could? I just don't see that. So
I
I don't
think
know.
so. I think
I
if
do
you
have a question for you.
tape from them for the first 4 games, you would find something. But the fact that they haven't conceded a goal means like, what are you finding in those tapes?
Yeah, yeah,
Just the
yeah,
chances that they made, I guess.
yeah,
Yeah, what's up
yeah.
though?
So I did have a question. So Reece James,
Yeah.
I know he had an assist. But what's going on with Reece James? Is he good? Is he fine? Like is he back to? I
Yeah, I
mean,
think he's just okay, so I think he's going through the process of playing the way that Enzo wants him to play, which is new.
oh,
He's no
okay.
longer playing like a right wing back where he's flying down the line and putting crosses in, which I think is what's best for him because I think his legs always give out, you know how his injury record is. And he's also, I think he's just being managed to like play less. So like Gusto has been playing a lot. They're both our right backs, but he tries not to play them together. But Reece James, when he plays, he's brilliant, man. He's brilliant. He basically plays as like a midfielder for us because he's got great vision, like great passing. and he's strong. So it's like if they press him, they can't really get the ball off of him because he's just strong. Like he can just hold them off.
Right.
So he's great, like because he's one of our best creators, like to just put a ball into a box to one of our strikers. Um, but but yeah, the biggest thing is just trying to keep him healthy because I don't think he's had a season that I can remember where he didn't miss 5, 6 games because he's just injured. So I think coaches more than anything trying to manage his minutes. So that's probably why you
So it's
don't
just
see him do too much.
it's a cautious thing. Okay.
Yeah, I would say, and
Mhm.
it's the same thing with Cole now because he's got like a groin injury that he's dealing with. So we're trying to like put people in that spot. Like we bought Buonanotte, who scored a couple of days ago. He looked pretty good. But yeah, man, we just trying to figure out a balance. Like you got to get those players that aren't quite ready yet into the
Up to
team,
speed.
but you got to start in the cup games in my opinion. Like which he did. He started a bunch of fringe players in the cup games and they did well. So now they can ease themselves into the regular team hopefully.
All right. All right. Sounds good. All right. Well, that will be it for this week's episode. We'll be back to review match week 6.
Mm,
Obviously, neither one of us are happy about what happened last week, but we're both confident in our teams, and everything will work itself out over time,
yeah, and Liverpool will start losing some games so they can give us a chance for sure.
for sure.
For
Oh,
sure.
for sure.
Who they got
Both
next
of
week?
us need to beat us. Both
Liverpool.
of us need to beat them.
Yeah, that's our best bet. We got to take them down ourselves. Like
Yep.
nobody else will.
I didn't see this week's matchup, but yeah, someone will beat them eventually. Oh Lord, Crystal
They got
Palace.
they got Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Hey, Crystal Palace isn't bad. I think they're like fourth place. Don't sleep on Crystal Palace. They might do it.
All right. If you say so.
They might do it, bro.
Hey, if you say so.
They're like a
I'm
rock.
being, I'm
They,
gonna be, I'm gonna buy a Crystal Palace shirt
they're solid, bro.
for the game, just for the game.
They're
I'm gonna
solid.
buy the
Now,
Crystal
if
Palace
they
shirt.
lose 3-0, delete this tape. Hey, if they lose 3-0, delete this before you post before you post it. I didn't say it.
All right.
All right,
Well,
bro.